subscribe, benefits, and I think that's a good one. I've done this before. I might have a couple of different applications, but for those that would be interested in considering a peer group or just understanding the value of what Vistage does, I think this is a helpful way to look at it. So M in magic would be making better decisions. So if you've got a peer group, you have a place that you can come, bring ideas, threats, opportunities, and have those worked. We flipped it a little bit. We say questioning your answers, but it's the same kind of concept, so that you're challenged. So it was a year ago, in September, I brought one to a Vistage group, and we joined up with a Tallahassee Vistage. So it was nice to have two groups together. And mine was an opportunity to work with one of our Mexican customers who needed and wanted some help in selling their products. So wow, to be able to pull your product through, how to do that. So next week in Dallas, we're going to have a launch of a very, very nice line. It's taken a year to do that, but my Vistage group helped me frame that up, and that would be an example of making better decisions. So A in that magic acrostic would be accountability. Art's talked about that a little bit. Most of us understand that, but as business owners, sometimes accountability is something that we need more of and don't have enough of. So it's a group where if we commit to something, we're going to be asked about it among our fellow group members, and then we have a one-to-one meeting with our chair, which hadn't been mentioned. That happens during the month as well. So it's a great time. So accountability is a good part of Vistage, and it's helped me a good bit from the 7 years that I've been in. Okay, so we come to G, and that's going to be growth. And you think about growth in a couple of ways. I think that when we got in, it was in 2009. So we're in the middle of a 10-year, really difficult part of our 7-year company history. American furniture industry goes to China around 2000. Then we all know what happens with the housing and financial crisis. If you're in the hardwood flooring business, you get a picture of that. So we're in a real tough place. So if you look at 2009 to now, sure, there should be some growth, but we have quadrupled our business over that 7-year period of time, starting at a real low. But a challenge with growth, and Bruce, one of our members, will tell you this: it's wonderful to have an 18% or so growth rate, but back to capital and other things, managing growth is really, really a fascinating challenge. And so Vistage has been very helpful to me in both ends, not having enough, and then how do you pace this thing? And so I would say that's been a very helpful part. The I is the sleeper. So I in that magic is isolation. Well, I'm an outgoing guy, I have a lot of good friends, but it's really interesting. Isolation really resonates with a lot of us. So where can you have a place where you can, this is what I'm really struggling with, and it can be personal, not just business. And every month we're coming back. And so I would say that's still my #1 thing that I like about this. It's a place where guys get to know me, and I've got good friends in other venues, but this is really good. And then C is change, and all of us deal with change. We've been talking about some of that today, and so it's a good place to hear about things that could be happening, what you're talking about. How do we personally apply that? So that magic is a good acrostic. And so I would say, great 7-year experience. You're going to be just like I am. If you're thinking about it, you're going to say it takes too much time and it costs too much money. So I'm 2009. Again, we're in a 9th year of a 10-year really, really hard time. Where's the money going to come from? I need to be spending my time doing something else. It's absolutely the best thing I've done business-wise in my 34 years, and I'd say our 70-year company history. We're still here today because of Vistage, and I can highly recommend it and love to visit with others that would think it might be something to consider at this season. So thanks, Art, for giving me.
Thank you, Clyde. I appreciate that very much.